Hey y'all, here I am wearing the same outfit from last video. Yes, Lizzie McGuire is an outfit repeater. Just wanted to film a video about how fat phobic the Monster High G1 community or purists are. It's no surprise that G3 has been getting a lot of controversy and a lot of slander, whether it be because the designs aren't goth enough or because the looks aren't edgy enough or because the 15-year-old dolls can serve cunt enough or something, but everybody's always trying to talk about how big they are, how they're not going to buy them because they're so big now, and oh, G1 Monster High was so perfect, it was so this, it was so that. Babes, the dolls can't even stand up on their own. They're so fucking fragile, they're so just you know what I mean? They're so fucking skinny too, and that's no shade to skinny people. Literally no shade. But it's just do y'all really think that playing with these or fucking these growing up did not affect you? Let's actually fucking talk about it, because I was recently scrolling through Instagram and somebody that I follow, Pink Doll, she was literally talking about how somebody was just coming up in her DMs and trying to just change her opinion on, and basically trying to stop her from defending plus size dolls in general. And I find that so fucking just weird and bizarro. And you want to know what the thing is of course it was a white male doll collector who always has these fucking opinions about oh, Monster High dolls should be skinny, oh, they should be this, oh, this needs to be this, oh, I won't be buying any curvy Barbie because blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Stupid shit, stupid ass, dumb ass opinions that nobody asked for. You know what I mean? It's why are you gonna go ahead and try to be fake and say that you know, are in support of something, and then you go into somebody's DMs after and be like, oh no, actually, I think that you're wrong and your opinion is wrong and you should believe me because that's law or something? I don't know. I personally don't get it. I just think that the G3 hate is real fucking stupid, and honestly proves a lot of the parents right from G1, because a lot of y'all motherfuckers grew up playing with these skinny ass dolls to be the most fat phobic motherfuckers ever. And I'm just gonna leave it at that, because why are y'all G1 purists always in somebody's comments, DMs, saying stuff about, oh, that doll is ugly, she's big, oh, that doll is blah blah blah, oh, she would have been prettier if she was skinnier. G1 Monster High still exists. They might be expensive and in bad condition on eBay or wherever the fuck, but they still exist. You can still collect them. Stop shitting on G3. The rest of us are fine collecting them. The rest of us feel represented. Y'all motherfuckers are not the center of attention or whatever the fuck, so now it's oh, let's hate on everything. Let's hate on all of these bigger bitches, right? On all of these dolls. No. Dolls like this are important, especially to young children, because you motherfuckers played with this growing up. And it's not all of you, because I'm sure that the majority of people who subscribe to me or who watch my videos, they love G3, you know? So it's not about y'all, but it's it might be about some of y'all, honestly. Because I know that a lot of people are very DL about their opinions on G3 Monster High, so if you don't like them because they're fat, then you can unsubscribe, honestly. That's really it. Y'all were severely affected by playing with these, and it really shows. And it's not just that, it's literally every other fucking doll line, you know what I mean? Every doll was so fucking skinny up until 2015, you know what I mean? So I just don't really understand what the huge problem is with people, because they'll love to say, oh, well, I don't have a problem with bigger people, I'll be friends with bigger people, or blah blah blah, or this and that. But then you go around and you literally start trash talking some plastic doll just because she's a little bit bigger than the regular fucking standard fashion dolls that have been sold to us for fucking centuries at this point, you know? Why is it such a big of a deal that she doesn't look this fucking skinny no more, you know? Why does it always have to be about size? Why does it always have to be about, oh, blah blah blah, I just don't like her because she's misproportioned, because she's this, because she's that? Babes, that's fat phobia. I don't know how else to explain it to you, but y'all are really not doing yourselves any good, especially online too. All the G1 Monster High purists, damn. You guys really look so transparent, and it's honestly kind of sad, because it's damn, how much hate do you have for yourself and do you have for fat people that you just think that oh, you know, I'm just gonna go ahead and trash, and I'm just gonna go ahead and hate on you know, all these dolls that are coming out to represent more people. Weird behavior. Here's the thing, I'm not even gonna get into what a lot of those parents were saying about G1 Monster High, or what they were saying about Bratz dolls back then, or what they were saying about any fucking doll line for that matter that was marketed to young girls back then. I'm not gonna say any of that shit. You can go watch Darling Doll's video on that. He's got a video on the Monster High controversy. I literally am not gonna get into it in this video. That's not what this is about. literally just ranting about my opinion, but like, yeah, let's not forget that a lot of these parents did not want their young children, specifically little girls, playing with G1 Monster High and stuff like that because they thought it would be sending really bad body images or whatever the hell, you know. And it's like, you know, over 10 years later, it's like, oh, okay, how many of these bitches do I see on Instagram that are always talking about, oh my god, look, I got this little supplement to flatten my tummy, or oh, I got this little pill or whatever to like help me like, you know, slim my waistline or something like that. Meanwhile they literally played with like dolls like these all the fucking time, and it was just nothing but like skinny dolls just shoved in front of their faces. How is that not gonna affect somebody, you know? Me personally, I love fashion dolls. I'm never gonna sit here and say that they're a bad influence on children because that's not the case. You know what I mean? But I will say that with a lot of these like, you know, adults who grew up playing with these dolls and stuff like that, a lot of y'all really need to do some work, because it's like, it really ain't that serious to have a doll be featured and have her be plus size and like, you know, whatever the fuck. I don't care that just because it's Monster High you want to keep all the characters skinny or whatever the fuck. That's literally not how the real world works, and Monster High is literally about accepting and embracing all of your flaws and who you are as a person. So the fact that a lot of these fucking collectors are just like doing the complete opposite is just really hilarious to me. I know damn well y'all were affected by them skinny ass dolls. Let's be real. Let's be so fucking real about this. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say that dolls send messages, because, you know, the message always like gets translated and, you know, told by the kid, like from the parents and stuff like that. But that's not to say that you can't come up with your own internalized like whatever the hell from playing with them for so long, you know, or from being exposed to all that for so long. You know, let's not forget how fat phobic early 2000s everything was, you know. You know, collect whatever you want to collect, and, you know, don't collect whatever you don't want to collect because of whatever reason. I'm never going to force anybody to sit here and be like, oh, let me just get all of the plus size fashion dolls on the market right now just because I'm going to be doing something good for humanity or for whatever the fuck. No. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, I think that like everybody should like buy them, because let's be real, I do think that everybody should get the plus size dolls and stuff like that, but not everybody's going to actually fucking care about them or want them, you know? So I think that, you know, people really need to calm down with their slander on Monster High, specifically about the new Caddy doll, because y'all are fucking adults and this is ridiculous. Like, let's not sit here and act like this right here did not affect the way that like the rest of us grew up and perceived the world. Because look at this. This is the standard Monster High G3 body, right? And look at how much more like beefier it is compared to like a G1 body, you know? She looks healthy, you know, whereas she is like literally dying, you know what I mean? Not to be like that, but like, come on, y'all. Let's be so honest. Let's be so for real right now. So yeah, that was my little Monster High rant. Specifically about like the fat phobia and the like doll community and stuff. I know it literally just doesn't extend itself to Monster High, you know? It's literally every doll line. I'm literally not gonna say the name because they're like a popular doll channel or whatever the fuck, but like, I've literally heard him say in videos like, I just don't like buying curvy like Barbie character dolls. Like, I don't like it when they give her the curvy body. Is that me? Is that just me? Like, bitch, what the fuck do you mean by that? Just say that you don't like buying fat dolls, end of story. Mind you, he's literally a popular YouTuber and everybody praises him all the goddamn time, but like, whatever. I didn't forget that you said that shit, bro. Specifically about the Barbie character itself being put on the curvy body mold, and he had such a huge problem with that. I'm like, okay, show us your truer colors, babes. You know what I mean? Like, okay, Joey. You guys liked my little rant. If you disagree with me, be fucking respectful about it, okay? Because y'all don't know me. Please be respectful about differing opinions. Yeah, see you guys in the next one. Bye.